Welcome, boys and girls. I'm Mr. Randy from Massanutten Regional Library. I'm so glad you're with me today. Today we're going to read two stories. And remember, when we read, it's not a passive sit-still activity. Quite often when we read, we use our eyes, ears, mouth, hands, and sometimes we even need to use our whole bodies. So reading is not always passive. It's participatory. The first book we're going to read is Beth Ann Woolven's Rapunzel. Rapunzel lived all alone in a tall, dark tower. She was trapped there by a witch who visited her every day. "Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair," the witch would call. And then up Rapunzel's hair she climbed, because that was the only way into the tower. Every day the witch brushed Rapunzel's hair. Swish, swish, then snip, snip, she stole some golden locks to sell for riches. As she left with her treasure, the witch always cackled, "You can never escape, Rapunzel. Leave the tower and I will put a terrible curse on you." But was Rapunzel frightened? Oh no, not she. If the witch could use her hair to get in, Rapunzel could use it to get out. So one day she did. After climbing down from the tower, Rapunzel pulled her hair free and looked around. Then she started to explore. The idea of returning to the tower made her sad. It's a shame about that witch, she thought, and she found a book, How to Defeat Witches. So Rapunzel made a plan. She worked on it secretly every day. And with the help of a new friend from the forest, she was always safely back in the tower before the witch came. The witch never suspected a thing until one day she saw the leaf in Rapunzel's hair. "Rapunzel!" But was Rapunzel frightened? Oh no, not she. She said the wind must have blown that in through the window. "Well, remember," snarled the witch, "if I ever catch you leaving the tower, I will put a terrible curse on you." And with that, she took hold of the end of Rapunzel's hair and climbed out of the window. But the witch didn't get far. Snip, snip. Rapunzel cuts her hair, and the witch falls. Rapunzel climbed out of the tower for the last time, and she never worried about a witch's curse again. But were the witches frightened? Oh yes, indeed. Wanted $1,000 for witches. She's after the witches. The end. The next book we're going to read is Little Red. One day, Little Red's mother called to her. "Please take some cake to your grandma," she said. "She's not feeling too well." So Little Red set off on her journey through the forest to Grandmother's house. Before long, she met a wolf. "Where are you going?" he growled, which might have scared some little girls, but not this little girl. "To my grandma's," Little Red replied. "She's not feeling well." "Is that right?" asked the wolf. And he made a plan. Oh, he's thinking about having Granny and Little Red for dinner. The wolf said goodbye to Little Red, took a shortcut through the trees, and found Grandma's house, which was unlucky for Grandma. He gobbled her up. He put on her glasses and spare nightdress and climbed into her bed. And there he waited. He's waiting. It wasn't long before Little Red arrived and found that the door to Grandma's house was already open. She peeked in through the window. She couldn't see Grandma, but she could see a badly disguised wolf waiting in Grandma's bed, which might have scared some little girls, but not this little girl. She made a plan and went inside. "Hello, Grandma," Little Red said, though she wasn't fooled for a minute. "Oh, Grandma, what big ears you have," she said. "Oh, Grandma, what big eyes you have," she said. And oh, Grandma, what big teeth you have, she said. Why, yes, dear, replied the wolf. All the better to eat you with. And the wolf leaped forward, which might have scared some little girls. But not this little girl, which was unlucky for the wolf. The end.